What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This is an update number 3 for my health. The first time I did this, I announced that I had type 2 diabetes, and I was on like the most amount of medication you could be, which is called metformin, and that you could be on before you had to start taking insulin. And I was on the cholesterol medicine, and I was taking fish pills, and I was taking Tylenol, low dose Tylenol, and I had to change my diet completely. And this was all like, I didn't really realize that I had type 2 diabetes until I went to the doctor, because I hadn't been to the doctor in years. And then, and I'll link both of these videos down below, that if you haven't seen these, that way you can watch them in their entirety. And then the second video, I announced that things were getting better, but I was still on all of my medication. And now we are on number 3 here, health update. And how are things going? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they indifferent? And they are excellent, guys. This has been amazing. This has been, and since all this stuff started in, I think it was like May, yeah, it was like May 2020, sometime in May. I think it was like the first week of May. I went to the doctors, got all that stuff checked out. 2 months later, in I think it was July, I got checked out again, and stuff was getting better. And then we're coming up to now 2 months later after that, which is September, and everything looks amazing. And so let's just go into it at that point. So I talked to my doctor, and my A1C, which is a calculation of, it's like a historical look almost over like the last, I think it's 90 days. You have like red blood cells in you, and it basically looks at your sugar levels for the last 90 days. And it does a calculation, and the calculation, a good calculation for this number is like 4.5 to 6.2. 6.2 is on the high side, 4.5 is really low, and then, you know, whatever, any number in between those two numbers is really, really good. My number, which is 5.8, which is awesome, at least for me it was, because last time he checked it, which was in July, it was 7.5, and then previous to that they didn't check it, but it was probably in the 9s. So it's been awesome. So 5.8 is my sugar level, and with that number, my doctor decided to take me off the type 2 diabetes medicine known as metformin. So I'm completely off that. He did lower it in July, and then I'm completely off it at this point, which is awesome. I'm still on cholesterol medicine, which I don't need to be. My cholesterol is actually really, really good. It was good in July, and it's really good now as well. He's just doing it for precautionary measures. So at this point, I will get checked again in another 3 months and see how everything looks. And if everything's good at that point, like it is now, I'll be completely off all my medicine at that point, which would be the only one I'm on at this point again is cholesterol. But again, my cholesterol is awesome. So that's it. And that's the really good news on this, is that I am basically off medicine for the most part. I mean, I take this tiny little cholesterol pill, which is like, looks like a little chiclet, little tiny little dot almost, really, really small. So I'm usually not proud of myself, but I'm really, really proud of myself, what I've accomplished in such a short time. With all the walking I'm doing, I'm walking 8 to 10 miles every single day. I am eating less. I try to eat good sometimes. Sometimes I'll get off the wagon in terms of eating bad, but I never overdo it at this point, and I never eat. I'll basically do a lot of intermittent fasting. I couldn't think of the word. Intermittent fasting is what I do. So basically, I usually eat between like 9 and 3 or somewhere in there, 9 and 2, and then I don't eat the rest of the day. And so like that's like a lot of hours I'm not eating, so my body can burn off that fuel that I ate, burn off the sugars and whatever else that it turned into. And that's kind of how I've been doing it, which is it's actually easier than I thought it would be. Basically completely cut out any sugars, like in terms of like desserts or anything. I mean, I've had ice cream here or there, like when I went to New England to go visit my family, and you know, I've had a dessert here or there. Like I probably had dessert maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 times over the course of about 4 or 5 months, which is amazing, because before I was having dessert every single day, maybe even multiple times a day, and now I never have dessert basically at this point. So it's just been amazing. All this life-change stuff. I feel good. I felt good before, to be honest with you, but I feel good now as well, and if not better, and I weigh less, and my blood sugar and all that stuff is really good levels, and we'll see how it goes in 3 months from now, and hopefully everything will be great, and that's it. Thank you so much to everybody that watches these videos and supports me. You guys put really kind words, really motivating words, so I appreciate that. And if you guys are going through the same thing, again, just keep with it. Just make sure you move. Don't make excuses. Eat better, eat less, move your body, walk, whatever you can do to move. Maybe you can just, I know some of you people, guys are you know, in a wheelchair or like stuck in your bed, or you can't really move a lot. I don't know if you guys heard, look at DDP Yoga. He's got some exercises you can do in your chair, and he's got like videos showing people going from not being able to really move to people being able to, you know, actually walk and do stuff just from exercises that he can do with people in their chair. So I don't know, check that stuff out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you down the road. Peace!